So the point is, as leaders, we have to calm ourselves down for a couple reasons. One, calm is contagious. Okay? We know that if you're calm, people will calm down. The second one is, as a leader, you have to be responsible for your wake. Any boaters in the group? Yeah. So what happens if somebody comes slamming through at a high speed and does damage to your boat? Shoot. If you... Are you from Texas?
New Jersey.
New Jersey, all right. Okay, if you can't shoot them and you can catch them, and that's not always easy, they're responsible for the damage of their wake, right? Well, you're responsible for the damage of your wake, particularly as a leader. Think about it this way. Are any of you nervous flyers? Yeah, there we go. Okay, Linda. We've got one honest one over here. So when you get on the plane and it hits some turbulence, okay, and you're a nervous flyer, you're scanning the environment, right, to see what's going on. You're trying to figure out who you're watching. Well, if you can watch the pilot, you're watching him or her. But otherwise, you're watching the flight attendant. And the flight attendant is serving the coffee and going, oh, would you like some coffee? Then you're okay. Okay, we're not going to die. She's not running for the back. But if on the other hand, you're looking in the back and they're strapping themselves in and pulling out the vests, you're in the I'm going to die stage. Okay? And so that's what happens in a crisis. People want to watch the leaders to see how are they responding. So again, go back to my earlier definition. If you're influencing people and you're in some kind of leadership position, you don't have to be the CEO to know that how you behave is going to influence everybody else. That's something that's sort of unflattering is I was 40 before I figured out that the number one challenge in our life is not dealing with difficult people in difficult situations. I don't know about you, I figured it was. If those difficult people in those difficult situations would just get the heck out of my life, life was going to be good. Well, about 40 I figured out nobody was leaving, okay, unfortunately. And I also figured out that the real challenge was being who do we want to be with those difficult people in those difficult situations. And if we could do that one thing, then we had control. Well, 2005, my 16-year-old child, red-haired son, came to me and said, Mom, I think I have testicular cancer. And I said, as if, you're such a hypochondriac. He didn't, he had lymphoma. He had precursor B-cell lymphoma. And in that moment, my child had a problem that I did not have the tools to solve. Okay? And so what came back to me was that question, my put up or shut up moment. Who was I going to be? When I had control over nothing else in my life, who was I going to be? And I found this odd thing. When I answered that question, I got a little bit of a platform to stand on. When everything else had been blown up around me, knowing who I was going to be during that helped me move forward.